Want that dreamy asymmetrical hemline without the headache of complex pattern drafting? Today we're making the viral handkerchief skirt. I figured out a shortcut to get those perfect points every single time. Pay attention and follow these simple tricks. So grab your seat and let's get started. This is the fabric I'll be using for this. You can use any fabric of your choice. Really, this is a circle skirt, so any fabric works. Whether it's cotton fabric or any fabric or duchess or crepe, it would go with this. So use any fabric of your choice. And for the measurement, the amount of fabric you need, you are going to use your measurement to get this. Please make sure you use your measurement to get it. If you follow the instructions I'm going to give you, you will get the exact number of fabric you need, the amount of fabric you need for this. We all know that this is a circle skirt, and I've been teaching a lot of circle skirts in my YouTube channel, and a lot of people have been mixing it up. So listen now, listen carefully. What you need is just your circumference and the length of wherever, however, whatever you want. That's the measurement you're going to use. So in my own case, my circumference can be either in my waist or my hips, anywhere I want it to be. That's what you're going to use. Please don't use my own measurement, my own use your own, because that's where you want to add the circumference to. So what I'm using for this is going to be 13. I'm going to be using 13. Use your own in your own case. Then the length I'm going to use here is going to be 10. Use your own in your own case. It might be the circle skirt you want it to be on the for a peplum, or you want it to be a skirt. So just use whatever you have. I hope that's understood. Now the next thing you're going to do is, we are working on circumference, right? And this is the waist that we want to attach this skirt to. So the skirt I'm using, the skirt circumference is 13. Next thing you're going to do is for us to decide how we want the skirt to be. Are you going to use for your closure, are you going to use elastic, or you're going to use you're going to use zipper for your closure? Whichever one you choose. If you're going to choose zipper, then you're just going to use your waist circumference for the radius of the skirt. But this time around, I want to use elastic, so I am going to times this by 1.5. 13 times 1.5, and I will have 19.5. So this is the circumference I am going to use. Remember, I did not add any sewing allowance to this 13. This is the exact measurements I have from the circumference of what I want to use. So I times that by 1.5, which gave me 19.5, and this is what I'm going to use for my radius. Then for the skirt length, I have 10 inches. I am going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance, which will make it 11 inches. So now, for me to get my 360-degree circle skirt, I am going to use 19.5 as my radius, and then 11 inches as the length of the skirt. So note these two measurements, and that's what we are going to use. Next thing we are going to do is to determine the radius that we are going to be working on. Please, this is the formula of getting 360-degree circle flare. So what you're going to do, 19.5, you're going to divide this by 6.28, and what I will get will be 3.1, approximately 3 inches, right? So this is the radius we're going to use. So we'll have radius of 3 inches and the length of skirt to be 11 inches. This is what we are going to be using to cut the circle skirt. So next is how to fold your circle skirt. Now when you get to your fabric, this side, this long side, is your yardage size, and this side is the salvage side. So if I fold this like this, I'm folding it salvage to salvage. So now what you're going to do, we got 3 inches, right? So first of all, you're going to mark 3 inches. Sorry, let me get my chalk. So first you're going to mark 3 inches, which is here, which is the radius. From here, you're going to mark 11 inches, which is the length of the skirt, right? You mark it here. 11 inches. So from here, I hope you're seeing it. From here, you're going to fold this like this. With this now, you know, if you measure this, you should know how many inches or how many yards you need for your fabric. So as it is, I can go ahead and cut out this place, and then I'm going to fold it again, salvage to salvage. I hope that is very simple to understand. Now guys, I want to show you something. Because this is for a small size, when I fold my fabric salvage to salvage, it will give me exactly what I'm looking for. But if you're on the bigger side, on the plus size, this won't be enough. So don't, for the handkerchief skirt, don't mind about the salvage to salvage. What you're going to get is your circumference, the length of skirt. In some cases, it might get to this place. And when I use here and I fold it into two, it is going to be more than this side. It will no longer be a square. It's going to be a rectangle when I fold it like this, if my length is longer. If you practice this, you will understand what I'm trying to explain. So when you see it longer this way and this side is shorter, leave it that way, because this is a handkerchief skirt. I hope that's understood. So let's go back to what we were making. This is what we got, and we folded it into two. I'll go ahead and cut this out now. So next, you're going to get the circumference, which is 3 inches that we got. You mark it round, take it round. Now, ordinarily, you are supposed to get the circumference, the length of the skirt, you're supposed to take it round. But because we're making a handkerchief skirt, you don't need to do this. All you need to do is just cut out this place, and that is it. You don't need to start changing the length of the skirt. I hope you understand. Next, for the upper side of it, the upper layer, you can decide to have the upper layer, or you decide you don't want to have it. If you want to have the upper layer, you're going to decide how long you want the upper layer to be. In my own case, I want it to be 4 inches. So I'm going to measure 4 inches. Remember, this is still the salvage to salvage. So here, which is the lengthwise, I am going to measure 4 inches, which is how wide I want, how long I want that upper layer to be, and I fold it into two like so. I'll go ahead and cut this out.
And I'm going to go ahead and cut this open.
Next, you're going to fold this into 4 like this, and then you will notch the center. Also here we have notched the center, the side. So if you fold it into 2 like this, you should be able to get the side, right? This is the side, this is the side. So whatever you measure here, I've marked the center. Whatever you measure here from here like this is what you're going to also measure here. You're going to notch it. So this will be the side seam. So you're going to go to your sewing machine now, and you are going to sew from here. You're going to hem it in. Also from here you're going to hem it in, so that the side seam will be open. You do the same thing to this place, and then you are going to use this. Then you're going to put it here like this. Can you see? You're going to put this one here and stop where the side seam stopped. Remember, you have already hemmed this, and hemmed the other way. So you're going to place it like this and like that way, and it's going to be like this. Can you see? So let's go ahead and prepare the waistband. And first of all, you're going to go to your machine now and place this like this. Sew it here and here. So this is it after sewing it. Can you see? Next thing you're going to do is to take your waistband, fold it into 2, right side facing together. You are going to place this here like this, and then you are going to encase it this way. Then you go ahead and sew it. Next, to encase it, you are just going to bring this out like this. You see how it is? And then you are going to encase the elastic inside it. So let's go ahead and sew. Now you have your elastic waistband. Remember, I'm working with a mini project. So next I'm going to do is to sew this onto this. Remember this place. Can you remember this place? So that this sash will fall on its own. So you're going to place this like this. Make sure you don't get this. Then you're going to place your elastic. Make sure you stretch it out, and then you sew.
For the PDF sewing pattern, the link will be in the description section and the comment section. Click the link to get yours. It is layered and optimized for projectors, with large margins, white mode and dark mode.
When you are done, it should look like this. Can you see? Can you see? Remember, this is sample piece, so you make sure you use your measurements to do what you're doing. So I'll go ahead and put it on the mannequin for you to see. For the PDF sewing pattern, the link will be in the description section and the comment section. Click the link to get yours. It is layered and optimized for projectors with large margins, white mode and dark mode.